Welcome to today's video. We are talking about how to live from the end, how to live as your wish is already fulfilled. And this is actually the concept that Neville Goddard is teaching and is talking about as a key if you want to manifest your desired reality. And I've been thinking, like, obviously, this is the goal. The goal is to live from the end, think from the end. Because as we do that, we are actually merging with that new identity that is already having that life, that is experiencing that life, that is experiencing exactly whatever that is that you want to experience, whether it's more money, more success, more fulfillment, happiness, maybe new relationship, new business, more clients, high-end clients, whatever it is that you are manifesting. The fastest way to manifest it is when you start living from the end. Many of us are still struggling. Like when I first heard the concept, live from the end, I was like, how do I live from the end if I see this different reality in front of me and pretend like I'm living from the end, right? Or if I'm single and I want to be in a relationship, how can I tune into this new reality without feeling like I'm faking it, right? That is like the dilemma that we are having when we want to actually pretend like we live at the end and yet we don't. And here's the thing, you don't have to fake it. You don't have to fake it when you understand how this manifestation really works. Because the manifestation works based on the frequency. It is based on the vibration, the specific frequency that you need to be in order to match with the desired reality. And so when Neville Goddard is talking about living from the end or in the end, as your wish is already fulfilled, he's talking about that exact match in that frequency. And if you are right now still paying attention to your outside reality, if you are still paying attention to your current circumstances, and you are literally consumed by these outside circumstances, you are not living in the end. Or perhaps you are visualizing, you are imagining, you are tuning into this new frequency, and yet you are still emotionally feeling like you're not there, and therefore you are actually attached. Guess what? You're not living from the end. The only way to live from the end is brainwash yourself and to understand that your current outside reality is irrelevant. It is not in any shape or form describing who you are, validating who you are or where you're going. In fact, it is only confirming your past identity. It is only confirming your past identity that you no longer are because you already shifted. Now, when we are actually changing the outside reality and we are shifting to different parallel reality, it's when we are changing the frequencies. Sometimes it takes time to see in our outside reality the difference. And therefore, I always tell my clients, ignore what is, ignore what you see with your senses, what you perceive with your senses, ignore what you see in 3D material reality, because that is just reflection of your old self. And because you are already shifting or you have already shifted and you are in different frequency, different vibration. And how do you know that? You know that by the way you feel. If you feel aligned with a new version of you, that is the feeling of ease. That is the feeling of full acceptance. That is the feeling of course, it's here. Of course, it's no-brainer. Of course. That is the feeling of it's normal. It's no big deal. The biggest manifestation will feel like it's no big deal. You will never manifest something, whether it's big or small, doesn't matter, if it feels like it's a big deal. Doesn't matter if it's money, relationship, whatever it is that you're manifesting, if it feels like it's a big deal or it's not possible for you, you will not manifest it. You will only manifest things that feel normal. And why? Because what feels normal, it is vibrational match to you. And so number one tip I have for you is to start feeling like it's normal, like it's yours. And you can do that only when you fully accept it, or in other words, when you fully surrender to that whatever you're manifesting. Because here's the thing, you can have and do and be whoever you want to be and have anything you want, provided you are fully accepted that it's yours. You can only have things, or you can only experience reality that you fully accept it's yours. You cannot experience reality that you think it's outside of your reach. You cannot experience reality that feels too much. You cannot experience reality that feels too good to be true. You cannot experience reality that feels too expansive. You cannot experience reality that feels scary, and so on. You can only experience reality that you feel it's yours and you accept that reality as it's already here. So let me repeat that. You can only experience reality that you fully accept it's yours and it's already here. And so every time you feel like it is not yet here and you are wondering when is it gonna come, guess what? You're pushing it away. Whenever you feel like when is it coming, questioning if it's even coming, you're pushing it away. Whenever you're chasing something, you're pushing it away because there is the gap. There is the gap in that vibration. And so what we need to do, we need to merge the gap. And how do we merge the gap? By, first of all, understanding it's already yours. And so if that wish or that dream or the desire is too big, I oftentimes tell my clients, lower it. Maybe just lower it a little bit and lower it to the point that it is a stretch, but it's not such a big stretch that feels scary. Because if it feels scary, you won't manifest it. And if you lower it and you suddenly you feel like, oh, this no big deal, I can have it, then you will have it and you will manifest it. And so living from the end, living in the end means to fully accept that it already happened and it's here. And when I say it's here, this is also crucial to understand because you cannot manifest from the future. You can only manifest from the present moment. And so to understand that it's fully here means that I completely understand and I know it's mine and I fully surrender to that it is mine. And then when you fully surrender to it, then guess what? You just relax. You just open your arms and relax to receive because you know it's coming. In fact, you know it's already here, but you don't yet see it with your senses. But just because you don't see it with your senses doesn't mean that it's not here. And when you actually start playing with these energies and start playing with this concept and literally observe your mind and observe your emotions, master your mind and master your emotions in this process, you will start seeing changes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think and I'll see you in the next.